Let's go. Welcome to the show. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with me. Cause it's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. Let's get the topic straight. Let's get things good. Let's do everything that we should. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. Let's open our minds and take out our style. Let's see what's going on in the world tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. All right, what's going on YouTube? What's going on Facebook? What's going on Tempo FM? This is your boy Tig for Project Open Mic. For that episode 24. Who would think these things be going fast, but we're here once again tonight. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. It's like I said, the Christmas holidays and everything's going good. Hope y'all get your shopping in. Hope y'all are very well with your family. Nobody's getting sick, of course, because again, I don't want it to happen to no one. Sorry I was a little late tonight because I had to shout out to a person. I had to take care of some stuff for her. So hope she gets well. Hope she's doing well and do good and speedy recovery. That's the best way I could say for you. But with that, we're gonna be talking about tonight's episode is called "The Black Curse Strikes Again." Out with the new and in with the old and corrupt. But I just gotta do something before this. But tonight, I am gonna do something called "A Black Curse" is a documentary. That's what I'll call it. And it needs to be talked about. So I want to say some stuff first, because right after this we're gonna go straight into like a raw of videos as usual, and show you guys what's going on in the world today. One is, look, I think it's a black curse for black people, specifically in America. But yes, there's a notion that's been fed to a lot of black Americans in some weird ways, and they keep perpetuating the same curse, same stereotypes, and just not helping their situation. Lyndon B. Johnson said that if you gave him the Great Society, which was welfare, that he will have these Ners, he used the word, voting Democrat for the next 200 years. So far, he has been proven correct. And with this election just passed right here, he is correct in that regard. So, with all the things that's going on right now, Joe Biden is your future president / Kamala Harris gonna be your future president. So that's what it's gonna be. Okay, here's what it is. I'll be honest with anybody out there with Joe Biden's quote. As he said, if I don't vote for him, I am black again. I'm a white man in blackface. Hope you understand that. I'm a white man in blackface. Understand that. But if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. A hell of a thing to say. But hey, we're gonna go through a list of stuff as well too, just to prove my point. But we're gonna go through not only that, we're gonna go through a situation of how the black curse is what I'm talking about is live, and it's gonna be hard to break. Now, a lot of people, I will show this not tonight, but future videos and stuff like that. People are saying that people, you got a lot of people say that news being everybody talking about. I'm gonna say the words if I get hit by this because of the Autobots and the stuff. Yeah, but I gotta say it because I gotta show you what I'm talking about. So with that, everything, they got books and everything. White people are evil. They do all this horrible stuff, white supremacists or whatever. Don't let the people who say that, they also have their own situation. And then what they were saying, racism is systematic, and stuff like that. Racism is systematic, and is all that. At first, I didn't believe in it, but really looking at it, they're correct. They are correct. There's systemic racism. You want to know why? Systemic racism really started, and I showed a video of John Stossel last episode 23. The 23rd episode of Project Over Mike. You can go to youtube.com, you see it down there, go there, Project Over Mike, go back and you can check the playlist and check for episode 23, and you'll see the show that I presented. So, there's systematic racism that women made the government their the daddies of their children. And instead of not having kids, instead of setting up themselves better, instead of whatever, 74% of Black Americans are born with outside wedlock and no fathers in the home. And with that, you have a plethora of stuff that goes on that messes with the upbringing, the nurturing, the nurturing, the love of a child. Now, do not get me wrong, because I know people would say that. I understand that. Me and my sister, they are, when you call them, you are exceptions to the rule. I am exception to the rule. My sister's exception to the rule. But you know what? We didn't follow those rules. We followed the rules I just said about not having children or whatever, and we're successful. Because we didn't make dumb decisions. We went to school. I mean, we really are, me and my sister really are the statistical anomaly. Because for my mom, okay, point takeaway, we have our fathers. Don't get me wrong with him. Shout out to dad, but mostly mom took care of us. We both have degrees. We both have no children. Other than my sister with college debt, other than that, I don't really have debt except for a house. Cars paid off, everything. I ain't got whatever, like, never had a record, never had a record, none of us have a record, nothing. And we both did well. I know my mom is proud of us that we did well. But there are a lot of women who are not fortunate, and they live in Section 8 housing, and the kids have no discipline. And that's one of the reasons I moved from the city to the country, because kids was breaking into my house. Because they built, the neighborhood I lived in was a nice neighborhood. Again, this is anecdotal, but this is true. The neighborhood that I was living in was nice, new, upcoming in the city I was in the city of Raleigh. And twice, kids tried to break into my house. They break into my next door neighbor's house. They break into my neighbors across the street house, two of them. They break into my neighbors to the left of me house, and they I forgot what you call it, but they did a number 2 in the toilet, stuffed it toilet paper, and it backed up and blasted in the room, and so it was feces all over the wall, just disgusting. Yeah, they did all that happen after Section 8 was applied to the apartments that was not behind us, but down the roads away. So there is a correlation in that regard. That's why I left. I'm not gonna lie with nobody. And they weren't white kids, they were black kids. Sad to say, because I had cameras and stuff. This sucks. But people are like, oh, you shouldn't call out. No, because what we're going to talk about here as well tonight in tonight's show. He was like, oh, you should vote for this person because they're black. I never voted for Barack Obama. I voted for Barack Obama in 2008, not because he's black, because John McCain was a horrible candidate, and I was proven right, and I will never. Hey, if again, knowing how John McCain is and how Barack Obama is now, I still would have voted for Barack Obama, but no. That's the reason why I didn't care for him to be black, because I came from a country that's predominantly black, and there are politicians down there that do bad things. Majority of politicians in the Caribbean are black, and they do horrible things to other people. Again, I'll show you a clip from Puerto Rico. Who did Puerto Rico bad during the hurricanes? Local Puerto Ricans. Your local government does you way worse than the federal majority of times. But to be honest, it's like seriously, what do you expect? So people are like, oh, you need to vote for this is the first black man, first black woman, all that. I don't care I do not care. I'm not gonna vote for them because of that. Because y'all said the white man is taking stuff from me. So why would it be any different to I should feel more better that a black man is taking, or a black woman or whatever is taking stuff from me? Please. I don't want nobody to take nothing from me. That's the whole point. Or from you or anything. That's something that needs to, people need to understand. That's why at the end of the show, I always said, evil comes in all shapes, color, creed, race, height, sexuality, gender. Evil is evil. But you want to say there's white are evil. And most who say that, who say white are evil are mostly white people. Okay. Yeah, you know what? And those who say that are the ones you got to watch out for, because it's kind of weird. They always like, oh, white people are evil. Oh, so I should not be listening to you. No. I'm good, but white people are evil. Like, what? Oh, now you want to be an individual, but everybody else should fall for the collective. I'm not down with that. That's crazy. So yes, there are people like that, yeah, and there are white supremacists on both sides. See, the ones on the right, yeah, they could get a little violent, but most of the cases, they just want their own thing and stay away from a lot of people. Now, again, still bad. But then you have the white supremacists on the left. Those are busybody people who want to be in your thing and look down to you. Again, I read that white fragility book. That thing is the most racist thing ever. People are like, oh, this is open up people's eyes. No, it literally says white people are devils and evil. Okay. And then it says any minority, including black and brown people, are stupid and they need our help. That's literally what the book's saying. It literally says that. And people say this need to be taught. No, I don't need your help. I'm not a stupid person to get a pat on my head. I've gotten very far successfully by working my butt off to get where I'm at right now. And a lot of black people have done the exact same thing. The thing that annoys me a little bit though is like the Oprahs and the Jay-Z's and all those guys who sell that stuff. Oh, America is so racist. We can't put in the black person. Steve Harvey. I'm like, wait a minute, but ain't y'all rich? How this country is racist and bad and all this other stuff, and black people can't get a place, but y'all are rich. Y'all got millions of dollars. And most of y'all money came from white people. So, wow, I'm surprised. I'm shocked in this. Shocked, I say. Yeah. So I'm going to give you the gamut of what's going on. Oh, all the stuff I just said, you're going to get a gamut of, because it needs to be so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But first, I got to, again, I agree with Joe Biden. Joe Biden, you are so correct. I got to play my favorite Joe Biden clip because he's correct. I got to play it.
Where it put together, and you guys did it for our administration, the President Obama's administration before this. We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
Okay, remember, hey, YouTube, that's Joe Biden saying that, not me, okay? So don't be striking nothing down. I didn't say it. Joey Boy said it. All right. So again, so let's go to the gamut. You've heard if you're new to this show, you're gonna see this for the first time. If you're not, you've seen this maybe the fourth time. I'm sorry, but I gotta play because it proves a point. It proves a point. So let's go ahead and just show that video, that beautiful beam footage.
I'm Ami Horowitz, and I'm here in Berkeley, California to find out if voter ID laws suppress the black vote.
Here you're going to see white leftists, the evil devils, how they think of black people. Again, I'm a white man in brown face. Just letting you know that. Just letting you know that. Why?
Voter ID laws?
Yeah, they're usually pretty racist and they're bad.
I think voter ID laws are a way to perpetuate racism.
Would you go as far as say those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
Tell us how.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
It still puzzles me that people with, and these are brazen people saying this. And of course, the next person is a professor. His smugness is what ticks me off. But that's what it is. They're smug. They're smug pieces of crap who think they're better than you and think that, oh, I am better than you. I know what to tell you. You stay there and I'll help you out, little black and brown boy.
IDs.
Minority voters are less likely to have the kinds of IDs that have been described or required.
These type of people don't live in areas with easy access to DMVs or other places where they can get identification.
You can always get IDs you do over the internet. Does that also make it difficult for black people in particular?
Yeah, you have to have access to the internet. You have to be able to pay an internet service provider for certain fees.
Do you think that's harder for black people to go online?
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works.
A lot of people have smartphones, but you might not have data.
For most of the communities, they don't really know what is out there just because they're not aware or they're not informed. I also think there's a repression of black voting with how if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to vote and everything. And when you look at swing states like Florida, that's a huge population of the African Americans.
You know what population down there? It ain't African American, lady. I can tell you that. Cubans, a little bit of Haitians, a lot of Jews from New York because they retired there. So you see that. Right? You heard it, you see it. I understand. I'm gonna play the other half, which is he talking to black people, and they were like, well, yeah, that's the other half. But we gotta go to the other one now. Let's go to this one, cause this is hilarious to me. So this is the second time I'm playing this video. So let's enjoy this right here.
So I hit the streets to find some Biden-supporting Democrats to play the game. Let's go. Okay, the game is this. I'm going to give you a quote, and you're going to tell me how racist that quote is from 10 being most racist, 1 being least racist.
I've been around. I went to all-white high school, so I'm ready for this.
Referring to Barack Obama, he said, first mainstream African-American who is bright, articulate, and clean. How racist?
10.
Who is bright, articulate, and clean.
Yeah, that's up there. That's gotta be a 10, a 9. Yeah, because it's you're implying that most black people, most African Americans aren't that way.
That's just that was just moderate racist.
It's kind of racist. I would say probably 9. Just because somebody's articulate and clean, and they happen to be black, that's not a reason to say it like that. So, I would say that on a scale
on the racist-o-meter.
8. That was a 7.
A 7. Yeah. So still racist, but not crazy racist.
Yeah, not crazy, not huge.
Right.
Say that's a 9.
That's a 9.
That's,
wow.
That's a 9. That's a 9.
So he said, if you don't vote for me, talking about black people, then you ain't black.
That's 10. You don't vote for me, you're not black.
I'm gonna say that one is definitely not as high as the other one.
Okay.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah.
But I would say that's like a 6-7.
A 6.7.
6.5.
6.5. I like that. I like the accuracy on that.
Yeah.
The exactitude.
Okay. And for someone to imply that is a bit like, who are you to tell me if I'm black or not? So yeah, I'd say that's about a 10.
I'm gonna give that a 8.
An 8.
That's just a dumbass comment. Like,
Referring to inner city busing, bringing black people to white schools, he said that would create a racial jungle. I don't want my kids going to a racial jungle. How racist is that?
It's like a 9.
By doing that, you're creating racial jungles. And I don't want my children
That's a 10.
going to That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Spot, off the bat.
I was bust. I understand that. That's a 10.
Straight up.
Straight up. I would say 10.
That's a reader racist quote.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I would say 10 too.
10.
That's a 10.
Why would you say something like that? That's like pretty much saying that's a 10. 20,
That was as racist as you can get.
Yeah,
That's racism in a book. Like, if you want to be racist, you gotta say that line.
Right.
You don't want to do that.
Referring to inner city Baltimore, he said it's a rat-infested hellhole.
That's 100% true. It is.
So not
It's more a lot.
So not a racist statement.
Not a racist statement.
Like in one.
You're living in poverty and your schools are no good. Is that a racist statement?
No. Not whatsoever.
I would say probably 1. Maybe 3. That's true. See, these are facts. So you can't put it in a racist category because he's stating something that's really basically facts.
Our inner cities are a disaster. Is that a racist statement?
Saying that, but it's not racist. I would say probably 2.
Been like that forever.
Okay.
I don't feel it's a racist statement. It is something that's real that needs to be changed. Probably, I would put that 0.
The quote about Barack Obama being bright, articulate, and clean, Joe Biden.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was his VP, like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, a little surprised?
Yeah.
The quote about you ain't black, you don't vote for me was Joe Biden.
Joe Biden?
He said that?
He did say that.
Wow.
You seem blown away.
Yeah, because it's just like, as someone who's, I'm not gonna lie, an open Democrat, like, you would expect that.
And the curse continues.
You wouldn't feel comfortable saying things like that in the open and on
Sure.
media. So when you have so many people, specifically black people, that are
They're backing you.
just feel
Exactly.
comfortable saying something like that.
Saying you don't vote for me, you ain't a black person, Joe Biden.
He did say that. I remember.
That was viral.
Yeah.
Joe Biden again?
Joe Biden again. Joe Biden said to Charlemagne the God.
Wow.
And the last quote about the racial jungle with busing was Joe Biden.
It makes me fearful.
Everybody knows that Joe Biden's racist. Why?
Does everybody know that?
I think you should know that Joe Biden ran 3 times for president and he's racist. He never won unless it was an actual black
person on the ticket.
So,
Uh-huh.
Because most people were shocked to hear those quotes that came from Joe Biden.
Really?
Yeah, most people here did not know that.
it's very sad.
You think the Democratic Party has taken the black vote for granted?
Yes.
100%. They want our vote, but it's nothing being done to make a difference as far as the conditions and the changes that we really need. It goes to a deaf ear. It's like nobody's listening to what needs to be done.
I feel like they come in and do a photo op and try to highlight it instead of really fixing the issue. Because later on down the line, you get in office, you turn your back on us.
Huh?
Everything has always been for years.
I would say somewhat. I might also say that when they need what, that's when they come to us.
Right.
And after that, hey, you don't see them.
Of course they do. They only use it for their game when they're trying to win an election.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I genuinely feel that way. I find that when black people, when it's time to vote, they kind of like go to the black community like, we have your vote, we have your back, right? And black people are like, yeah, and then it's like as soon as the vote's done and you have it, it's like you drop us like a hot sack of potatoes and you just like walk away from us.
Really?
You don't do anything for our communities. You don't do anything for like us in general.
Most of the time, they don't do what they're supposed to do for black people. So it's like no matter what, they're gonna vote for us anyway because that's how we've been conditioned to vote for Democrats.
You say Barack Obama did anything to improve your life over that 8 years?
No, not at all. He did nothing for me.
In the 8 years he was president, do you think he made a significant improvement in your day-to-day life?
No, not me.
Did your lives get better under Barack Obama?
None of them have improved our lives. The only thing that improved was that a black man was in office. Her mother's life. Nothing has changed.
Not quite. We was happy to see a black person in the White House.
Sure.
But it didn't really, there was no big change like we expected. He said, yes, we can.
More black people actually died in America when he became president.
During his term?
During the first term and everything.
What Barack Obama did, he was just sweet talking. Sweet talking. That was it.
It's a black person in office, so we automatically just run to it and say it's a good thing. Right. When it's not. Obama wasn't a good person. He has killed children and women.
But he didn't deliver.
So you're saying in the inner cities, right?
Yeah.
Democrats are being voted for, nothing's being changed.
Correct.
So you're implying that we should vote for Republicans in those cities and see if there's going to be a difference?
I'll say this. It might be a difference, but I'm not. The Republicans are also scared little punks that as soon as they said they got no backbones, and I was like, oh, you call us racist? Oh, don't call us that. Mitt Romney and Susan Collins and Mitch McConnell and all those bastards. It ain't no different. Ain't no different. Third party. Sorry, that's where I'll be going next time. I gotta see who it is, but yeah. Anyway, because like I said, I voted for all three parties in this election because again, I am not a downvote ticket for nobody. You ain't gonna get me to vote straight Republican or Democrat ever. Never did. Never gonna. I've got some libertarians I've voted into as well too, but you don't have to. I'm letting people know that. But remember what they said, Obama didn't do blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. I want to play another little shindig here. The Breakfast Club. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. I don't watch y'all show no more. I used to. When it comes to the political stuff, y'all are just as ignorant as some other people too. Misinformed and ignorant. So I just do not. It's just the honest whatever. Ye doesn't know. Let's just be nice. Envy, you good with music, homie, good with you, but as well too, hamster wheel spinning, but the hamster just going around the wheel. That's basically it. Charlamagne knows some stuff. I gave him that, but he knows what butter his biscuits. So I can't be disrespectful for that, and I can't disrespect All Fair for being one of the popular shows in America, urban radio in America. Good for them. The reason I say I respect them in some regards because they're the ones who have also basically exposed people for some of the most crazy things out there, and that I do like. Because it was Hillary Clinton with the whole, what do you have in your purse? I have hot sauce in my bag. Really, Hillary? Really? Hot sauce in your bag? And then Charlamagne was like, you know that's pandering. Is it working? Wow. No couth at all. Not at all. Just a cold-hearted woman. Then we had another woman, the colored version of Hillary, Kamala Harris. I smoke weed while arresting people for smoking weed. I smoke a little weed. Wow. Wow. Holding back prisoners, putting an innocent man in jail. Also, again, the reason a friend of mine, her life got affected by her decision, which is messed up. Lost a husband and 2 sons. Disrespectful. But again, they exposed that one. Oh, this is the Tupac and stuff. You, Tupac, was that singing music and Snoop Dogg back when you was in college, sweetheart. But, yep, pandering is pandering. Pete Buttigieg. Oh, yeah. God said that you should. I forgot the quote he was saying. He stated, but he was saying, but it was he did. People was on the Breakfast Club, and they gave him a scapegoat for it for the nonsense. I was like, what the? Pete ain't read the dang Bible, because that's not what the Bible. That's not what he said. You took the verse, continue the rest of the verses. Oh, you find out what's going on. So I'll call audible on that, because I forgot the quote that he had sent, and you read the passage. You're like, oh, that's not what it meant, but context does make a difference. Of course, let's not forget that what you just heard it, Joe Biden. If you ain't vote for me, you ain't black. Oh, you gotta love it. You ain't vote for me, you ain't black. You gotta love it. And Joey B, you're the best, man. You're the best. You're right. The biggest border fraud in American history. You said it, not me. Remember, YouTube, I let him talk. But I like how the people say, oh, Barack Obama, this and that again. Look, again, right? I remember when Barack Obama, he's out his 8 terms. I didn't vote for him in 2012. Just, again, being honest, I couldn't vote for Mitt either. The commit was a phony as hell, too. 2000, when he came out and said, oh, we didn't have no scandals. You had tons of scandals. You didn't cheat on your wife. You are correct, sir. And mad respect for being the first black family and being a respectful family. I have nothing against that at all. I prop that up. But you had scandals. IRS, Benghazi, Solyndra, Ukraine, Syria, Libyan. Okay, man. Who you Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious. Yeah, you had a lot of things. You had a lot of scandals, sir. So let's not pretend. I don't pretend stuff. And again, I don't have to lie on a person just to prove them wrong, okay? Not all true. You go check all those things with names, Google them up, you'll see what comes up. Mainstream media, though, they won't ever tell you this kind of stuff, of course. No. But Breakfast Club did another one. Now, they didn't really expose, but I remember listening to Michelle Obama, when she was saying, separating children, put them in their cages. I'm like, and she said that. And I'm like, wait, what? Now, here comes Barack Obama saying what he's saying. I'm going to play the clip for you. Oops. It would be on... Where would it be? It should be on this one right here. Again, one-man show, people. One-man show.
A lot of evangelical Hispanics who, the fact that Trump says racist things about Mexicans or puts detainees, undocumented workers in cages, they think that's less important than the fact that, he supports their views on, gay marriage or abortion.
Okay. So I just want you to hear that, because let's go into this right now. I want to show you a little something, because that's funny. So the reason Michelle Obama says that lie is because her husband says that lie. Because those pictures where people talk about, oh, they're in cages. Did I not stop you? Jeez. They was in cages. You know these ugly little cages. These right here, these cages. Oh, the kids in cages, horrible thing. And they were like, oh, Trump. Yeah, and AP is the people. Again, hey, YouTube, listen carefully. AP, everybody knows, AP is the one who called Joe Biden president, because they called the election. Okay, so this is AP we're looking at. And what is it? AP fact-checked. 2014 wrongly used to hit Trump policies. Oh, really? You don't say. Now, these were photos that separate children and put them in cages. In file, June 18, 2014, 2 female detainees slept in a hidden holding cage as their children separated by age, group, and gender as hundreds of mostly Central American immigrants, children, being processed to the United States custom borders. Protection Nogales Placement Center in Nogales, Arizona. President Donald Trump has seized on the error and liberal activities of tweeting photos detainees in U.S.-Mexican borders in steel cages in a current administration spreading information about immigrant children from their parents. The photos were taken in associated 2014 when Barack Obama was in office. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Wow. You ain't gotta lie like that, dude. You don't have to lie like that. But that's how we playing these games now. Speechless. Jeez. I want to point out something as well, too. And at one center, how many children are unoccupied? Was unaccompanied? 47,000 children. And here's the thing. It was rules underneath Barack Obama that happened. And the problem is just like Joe Biden when he did the whole crimes bill, and you heard what he said, I don't want to put my kids in those kind of jungles. The thing that is that Joe Biden now says, oh, that bill that I created, oh, that was a bad bill. I should have never done that. Okay. All right. Now, and again, Barack Obama did that. You know why they did that? And it was basically also with George Bush. You know why they did that? You just saw 47,000 children in just one center. There's multiple centers, and that's one center that had unoccupied children. One. Majority of kids are separated by their parent from their parents. Because coyotes use the children, and for the stupid people, coyote is not meaning the literal coyote. Coyote were drug dealers or smugglers, human beings. That's the nickname they gave if you give them $5,000 or whatever, they would give you a child because they know how the U.S. customs will be. Because what those personnel, why they were separated? Again, they were not blood relatives. They did DNA tests. So why would you? And again, a lot of boys, which is sad, mostly girls, but some boys got this too. Young boys and girls tracking to get over to America by what's the name of the organization? Amnesty International. 66% of people coming up to the southern border, women got raped. Yeah, horrible. And the kids are not belonging to them. So they got to be separate because they don't know who. You're not the mother. You're not the father. They're not. Heck, I've seen videos where it's like, kids literally say, that's not my father. I'm like, wow. No, papi, that's not my dad. See how messed up that is. But you see how that lie goes. He said the lie so much that he believes it's true. Sorry, Mr. President. No. That was on in 2014. You and Biden was in office when that happened. So that's not, again, you're playing these games. I don't know why. I don't know why. But let's go back to Joe Biden for a fact. Because I got to point this fact out, and this is also part of the Black curse. Here you go. From the 1960s up to now, don't you find vigorously amazing, that the Black population has not grown by a good amount of number? Don't you feel it's weird? The number one killer of blacks is blacks. Right after that is our health. Right after that, sorry. Well, no, it's right. Number one killer of blacks is blacks, yes. Number one killer, the second is blacks through abortion. So it's still blacks to blacks. And then it is our health. High blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease. That's what it is. Even Barack Obama himself said, he told this to people, hey, They don't need to speak English. These are people in America. Barack Obama said this. You could go look at this clip too. I didn't get it, but I remember seeing this. And I was like, wow. But he said, they don't need to speak English. You need to speak Spanish. Why? Because they're bringing all these illegals in. Go to LA, go to Compton. We're predominantly black. Now it's different now it's run by Hispanics. It's the number one thing out there. Crazy how that is, huh? Black unemployment is low in those areas because kids can't go and get even a basic job. You have to learn. You have to, if you want to get a job in LA in some places, you have to be bilingual. 2 languages, my friend. And here's the funny part. You English, in an English country, gotta speak 2 languages. They from another country speak Spanish. You would think they would need to speak 2 languages too. No, 1 language they speak and they get the job. So when I hear people like Maxine Waters and Michelle Obama and all the people, again, who say about, the black man didn't vote this much and y'all, we all sorry, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't got to play the clip. It's just ridiculous. They say, oh, we are lost. We're lost. Hey, lady, how about, including Maxine Waters, let me point here. Hey, Maxine Waters, how about you just retire? You've been in office for 40-some years. You did not do nothing for your district. Your district is falling apart at the seams. Every year it gets worse. You do not live in the district. You live in a $6 million house outside the district around the white people. You said white people are bad, but you're around that. Watch people's actions carefully and you find a lot of things out. Wanda Sykes, Don Lemon. Oh, I don't like white people, racist, whatever. But one is dating Don Lemon's dating a white man, and Wanda Sykes married a white woman. It's weird how that works. That's a weird situation all to itself, in my opinion. So you have that stuff. But let's get this out, like I said. And you know why? And Hispanics have come over to this country now. And for enough, the same white liberals telling them, you need to say Latinx. It's like, wait a minute. They treat black and brown people bad. We're pets. You need to say Latinx. Why? No, I'm not saying Latinx. Well, what we got to say? Because there's no Latino, Latinx. Look at the balls. These women say, these white liberals say, white leftists say, you tell another country how to speak. Wow. And we tell them what to say in their own languages. And let's not forget, I'll give a good example. Justin Trudeau up in Canada's America's hat. Justin Trudeau. Of course, he did like me. He blackfaced. I'm for this and that, whatever. We don't want to do cultural appropriation. Check out the pictures when he went to India. What did he did? Cultural appropriate. These guys just hypocrites. Straight out hypocrites. Don't believe what the things say. But going back to Mr. Joe Biden, because Joe Biden also said, let me bring it up on the screen here for you. Not the cages. Let me see. Latino community is diverse, unlike the African American community. Yeah. Because when I saw that tape, I was like, what the heck? Yeah. Yep. Unlike the African American community, with no exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community with incredible diverse attitudes about different things. Biden said, You go to Florida, you feel very different attitude on immigration than in Arizona. So it's a very diverse community. So whereas again, while black people could be a monolith, we all think the same. Latinos are like that. Remember this because I'm going to play you something that's funny to me right now. Okay? That's funny to me. I want to play this. This is, of course, audio from a Zoom call. Remember, you remember what those people just said? Every 4 years, Democrats come and say, hey, vote for us. We got your back. Come on, man. You know how good we do you. Come on. Work with us. Work with us. Heck, you even got them. You got schools now trying to get rid of Abraham Lincoln or other stuff. I'm like, the guy who freed this. And I forgot. I did remember, but I kind of forgot to do this too. Did I see anybody Facebook shouting out to Facebook, my Facebook peeps? Any of y'all did December 7th? Oh no, I gotta hurt. I'm gonna hurt myself because I had it in my head, but I want to say that. I want to make sure I got my words right. Sorry, just making sure. You want to get rid of Abraham Lincoln, the man who freed slaves, a Republican, who won the war against Democrats, was in the South. Just saying. That's its own weirdo thing. I want to make sure I know when it happened, which is September 22nd. I want to know where the one in December when it got ratified, because like I said, I didn't want about the one being ratified, but I don't think any. December 6th. Okay. December 6th, done, gone, past. Hey, guys on Facebook, did y'all celebrate that? No. June 3rd, Juneteenth. Yeah, we got to celebrate that. You know, the few last slaves, but the one that's freed a lot of things, mostly all the same, millions of people. No, we're not going to celebrate that. Freaking Black curse keeps on going. But, like I stated, I want to listen to I want you guys to listen to some audio. Remember, they come to you every time, as they said. You heard what those guys said.
Sloppy Joe, man.
They come out every time. They come out every time and says, "Hey, vote for us. We give you this. We give you that. We give you this. We give you that." That's why in North Carolina, a guy named Tiki Barber for the NAACP, he has given up that reign. Thank goodness. You're not a reverend. I can't call you no Al Sharpton. Y'all are not reverends because y'all are lying, literally using the book to lie. False prophets is a horrible thing. Again, I am no salt of the earth, higher than thou guy. If I'm gonna go to hell, I'm gonna see those guys right down there with me, because there ain't no way you guys gonna go to heaven with all the horrible things you guys do, lying on the Bible and using God as a shield. Oh, horrible people. But yeah. So Al Sharpton, Black Lives Matter, all these people come together. And oh yes, let's put it that Black Lives Matter in 6 months made as much money in donations than Amazon did last year. 12 months, 11.5 mil Amazon did in promotional profits, and Black Lives Matter in 6 months made $10.6 billion. I wonder where that money went. All that billions of dollars. I hope it goes to help black people. I really do. Anyway, look at it. Y'all came and you all asked for it, all wanted it. So let's just play a little bit of Al Sharpton and all them acts again went up there as usual to the Democrats. They're the mouthpieces. They talk for them, and they went up there to get their few crumbs. Here, master, we put you in. Can you do us a favor? Listen to this illegal audio. It's
that of white people. I don't carry around a stamp.
Let me go back a little.
There's no recording.
I'm the first person, black or white, who called attention to the fact that you were finding that there was the rate of people who were African Americans who are dying was 3 times that of white people.
The context for that is just so stupid. They ain't even word. You're hearing them because Joe Biden has a way of tearing away his stuff, so they cut it just for what it is. I have the whole thing. That's the problem. Holy crap, it's long.
Around a stamp on my head saying progressive and I'm AOC, but I have more of a record of getting things done in the United States Congress than anybody you know.
Wow, well, he might be right on that. I know people in Congress who've done way more than him, but I'll digress.
Anybody you know. By 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Minority white European. And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do.
Because you let the illegals come in, Joey boy, and black people who got hurt, y'all. That's who got hurt. And like I said, remember Obama said, you don't got to worry about them speaking English. You got to learn how to speak Spanish. Wow.
Straight. You shouldn't be disappointed. What I've done so far is more than anybody else has done this far.
No, you have not.
Number 1. Number 2, I mean what I say when I say it.
I want to ask that you consider issuing an executive order to create a national task force to examine challenges to our democracy, a national voter access commission.
It's going to be important, for example, that one of your first actions is a reversal of the executive order that President Trump promulgated that essentially seeks to gag conversations about diversity, race, and history among anyone who contracts with the federal government.
That white diverse thing training is stupid, and it should not be in there. I didn't like that Trump passed it to executive order, and I know Biden's going to let that, he's going to reverse it. He is going to do that. But that training is horrible. Again, it's the same training that says black people and brown people are stupid. They don't need to do that thing, and white people are devils. That ain't helping nobody.
And so we would ask you to lend your voice and your strength and your influence and your power and your ability to reach across the aisle to try and pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. But failing that, we would ask you to pull from that act measures that can be enacted by executive order. You have the power to call for a national database on police misconduct. You have the power to ask for a registry that will allow people to easily search in public multiple misconduct complaints against particular officers.
Mm-hmm.
You have the ability to impose a database around police killings and police shootings. And these are things that you can do by executive order. There is a prison tragedy that is unfolding because of COVID. I encourage you to use your power to order an investigation of state and local prisons and jails to find out precisely what is happening. And you have that power through the Department of Justice.
We don't care about throwing fists in the air and the symbols. We want the substance. The Joe Biden I've known is substance.
You mean a guy who been in Congress for 47 years and only passed two legislation, and one of them he said was bad and did nothing but get, okay.
I've known is.
Don't even, I hate Al Sharpton. Kamala Harris, you know, who also, again, I've said before, done horrible things, but no one want to call her out on that thing.
Substance. We need it
no
now
substance.
More than ever. And I would hope that the first day you start doing the things with your executive orders to restore some dignity to law enforcement in our community and to voting.
There's some things that I'm going to be able to do by executive order. I'm not going to hesitate to do it. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to do what used to Vanita, you probably used to get angry with me during the debates when you'd have some of the people you were supporting say, on day one, I'm going to executive order to do this. Not within the constitutional authority. I am not going to violate the Constitution. There is a Constitution. It's our only hope. Our only hope. And the way to deal with it is where I have executive authority, I will use it to undo every single damn thing this guy has done by executive authority. But I'm not going to exercise executive authority where it's questioned, where I can come along and say, I can do away with assault weapons. There's no executive authority to do away with that. And no one's fought harder to get rid of assault weapons than me.
And there's no such thing as freaking assault weapons. That's a term people use, and it doesn't mean nothing. But again,
me. But you can't do it by executive order. You do that, next guy comes along and says, well, guess what? By executive order, I'm going to say everybody can own machine guns again.
Again, that's also illegal, but it's funny. But he's correct on that part. I agree with you on that one. So you don't. That's why I didn't like when Obama did it. I did not like when Trump did it, and I know I ain't gonna like when Biden do it, or Biden or Kamala Harris do it. She gonna be she's gonna be less scrupulous than Joe Biden. Ugh. Executive order doesn't mean jack squat.
So we got to be careful. I know you all know this, but I also don't think we should get too far ahead of ourselves on dealing with police reform in that, because they've already labeled us as being defund the police. Anything we put forward in terms of the organizational structure to change policing, which I promise you will occur, promise you. Just think to yourself and give me advice whether we should do that before January 5th, because that's how they beat the living hell out of us across the country, saying that we're talking about defunding the police. We're not. We're talking about holding them accountable.
Oh, yeah? I got a question, Joe. $2 billion in New York, not defunded. California, couple districts and state defunded. Minnesota, who not only took away the $12 million and took away now some more $1 million from the police, while crime shot up to 750% in that state, that city. Wow. Great job. Portland, same thing. Defund the police. What's going on there? Oh, wait a minute. And remember, we want diversity. We want this. Y'all attacked a police chief who was the first black woman police chief. Y'all attacked her, and she quit. I don't blame her. I'm packing my bags. I'm out. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy white folks. Yeah. Y'all went back up there and beg and plead, and look what happened. He slapped you down. Put your hand down. What is wrong with you? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's basically what Joe said to me. Y'all, every 4 years, you go, yes, we got your back. All right, they looking. All right, let's go do what we got to do, blah, blah, blah. Oh, y'all, fall for it every time. Every time. As I said again, there's nothing more hate than a Republican and a Democrat, because I've seen I'm going back to the history and seeing stuff. It's like, wow. I don't get me wrong. Like I said, Republicans are not out of the racist, other stuff, Republican stuff. Not really. But being cowards and just got no spine in their back. Mitch McConnell, you flub-looking neck person, you. Yeah. Now remember, all the stimulus for the middle class that you guys are getting, and I'm getting because I'm the middle class, you know you're going to pay back that in taxes, right? So just a tax with deferred, right? I just hope you know that. So when y'all like, oh, I got my stimulus money. Wait a minute, I owe this much more. Yeah. Unless you're if you're super broke, you ain't got to pay nothing back. But middle class, you're gonna we getting screwed as usual. We gotta get screwed, and and remember they stopped it for the rich. So so the rich ain't gotta pay jack squat. They ain't gotta worry about no taxes when it comes next year. So while people out cheering, we're gonna get a tax money. We're trying to get a tax money before Christmas. You ain't. 1 and 2. You gonna wait until April. Where's my money? What? Where's my clip? Why is my clip? Sorry, I gotta play a clip because they don't want the money.
Use it. It's getting somebody to unlock the door outside and let you in, as opposed to breaking in.
Okay, fair enough.
So here you go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, and the other thing, so you're the sort of person that has this power and you don't want to use it to mess with the election?
I want money.
You throw out a tweet from Donald Trump on election day?
That won't get me money.
Early in the morning?
But I want money.
That's true. It wouldn't get you money, but man, you could have an effect on the election.
I don't want an effect. I want money.
I want money. Exactly. And I will do a video about Joe Biden's tax plan. And I break it out easy. Again, kind of 101. People always say, tax the rich. They do not know what they're talking about. Trust me, they don't know what they're talking about. When you say tax the rich, that means tax the middle class. That means tax you. Because you don't have the lawyers and the attorneys and the accountants to create loopholes so you get out of it. Because I stated once, I'll say it again. That stupid story that the New York Times put up, nobody read the end. They just saw the flub up top. On the top, Donald Trump only paid $700 in taxes. Go down to the bottom of that article, which I showed in the video. He paid $7 million. Nobody reads the thing. I'm not surprised. Am I shocked? Come on. Come on. You know what? I'm going to give it a break. I don't want to do that thing. I ain't going to do that tonight. I'll give that a break. Look. And then, like I said, the Black Curse is live and going. It's going to keep on going because we're not going to get out of this cycle unless we stop. One, again, there were more kids aborted in New York City than born. That's a sad thing last year. That's horrible. That's horrible. All you small business owners that got destroyed with the riots and also with this COVID, you guys lost your money. You know who's making money though? Amazon, Walmart, Target, the big companies, Home Depot, Lowe's. They can open because they got the money to back up. They got the lawyers and attorneys to grease the hands of the politicians. That's what they do. But no. You want to go, you want to go braid your hair and have your salon? Shut down. Remember, Nancy Pelosi get her hair did, but you can't do that. You want to go cut hair and bob up and stuff like that? Shut down. You can't do that. But other stores that have remember that video clip I played? Lady did every single thing to apply to keep compliance with COVID, to keep her restaurant open so she could get money and pay her bills and her what do you call it? Her employees could get food. Oh, you can't do that. But the movie industry can, and they were she had 7 tables separated for 25 people. They had I forgot, I had like 25 tables for 200 people, and they were way closer, right across from this lady's restaurant. Rules for that for me, like I said, the thing despicable. A lot of money is going out of small businesses or whatever, which is the part that killed me. 80% of America is small business. That's where you get most of your tax from. So I do not know what these people thinking about. And again, Maxine Waters is rich. Nancy Pelosi, rich. Most people are rich. You know who's also learning how to play the game? Ilhan Omar, AOC. They also they learn how to play the game because remember, Ilhan Omar get her new husband. We got to stop the white people, but you worried a white man, and you gave him $1 million. Where did that money came from? What job did you do before you became a politician? Because you didn't do nothing when you were you didn't do anything of note that I could see looking at your past. But you couldn't you could give your husband $1 million. Wow. Boy, this money thing just goes crazy with people. It really does. So while they're traveling in their private jets or their in first class, drinking the Evian, see, I'm drinking my purified Sam's Club water. See, this is Sam's Club. When you see that, this is Sam's. This is Members Club. I'm not drinking Fuji or Evian or Don Perignon water, Chris water. They're drinking that in their high flying planes, doing stuff, going to their families, going to their children's birthdays and all that stuff, while they tell you stay home, don't go nowhere. Roy Cooper is in North Carolina, so they're saying it too. Roy Cooper, I got a special message for you. F no. Right? I do what the hell I want to do. You know. That's crazy. Not a fan of the sheriff in the county I'm in, but at least he said he's not going to enforce the restriction, because yes, it's stupid. You know, enforce restrictions to what? But again, and like I said, you got people now in some schools saying we need to get rid of Abraham Lincoln, the guy who, again, y'all going crazy for Juneteenth for a couple hundred slaves. But the Emancipation Proclamation after 3.5 million slaves, you don't want to celebrate. Does that make any logical sense? I don't get that. Again, I'm not saying you're supposed to celebrate Juneteenth, but how about we celebrate December 6th and September 22nd? Oh, wait, what was that again? I thought I heard something. Shirley, what you said? Oh, they don't give a F about that. They just want to feel important. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yes. And all these people are like, we're going to create a committee to do reparations. They create, again, this is how the game works. I'm going to tell you simple. We create a committee. The committee gets 2 years. You give them millions of dollars to work on something, and they come with a recommendation. Let's just do this and do recommendation that don't mean nothing. Ain't going to change a thing, a single thing, a not notable nothing. But you know what? The committee was friends with the people who said create a committee, so they made money and they greased the palms and keeps on going. And remember, who stopped the reparations? For people who don't know, who stopped the reparations with the filibuster and that they brought up because of Jim Crow law and everything was the Democrats. Just telling you straight up what it is. Go check it out. Look for it. Don't take my word for it. All the stuff I said, I show you a video of people saying stuff, but go and see it yourself. And don't try, and then you Google it. Don't go to the first page, because again, how Google and everything right now goes, they're blocking a lot of stuff. Now you got to go for like 2, 3, 4, 5 pages past to find the real stuff, because they do their little trickery. Right now, YouTube is censoring certain things. And again, I didn't broke your censor YouTube, so I understand that. I didn't say it. Joey B said it. But let's just finish up with this. So you have you call it Joe. You have Joe Biden now. He's electing all women for his economics things. Hurrah. Half of those women ain't no jack squat about economics, just like AOC. They know nothing about economics. But you want that diversity, push, blah, blah, blah stuff. So go ahead. John Kerry. He's back. Good. John Kerry never accomplished nothing really in his life. Horrible president candidate. Horrible Secretary of State. Oh, he was bad. Oh, Russia ain't gonna do nothing. Wait, what was that again? Oh yeah, Russia did do something back, and you guys got punked with Syria, and Libyan, and Benghazi. Susan Rice. Oh yeah, the woman who helped Hillary Clinton with the line. Yeah, she's gonna become something as well as Joe Biden. Wait, it didn't mean that all these people that Joe Biden's hiring are people who are the same people who got us in a lot of the mess, the crash of 2008, all that stuff. They're putting in people back in this, as they call it, they say the swamp, but he's putting in people that already was there. Funny how that goes, don't it? Oh, I give it one because I was saying we don't have a lot of black representation and stuff like that. So you have Susan Rice, whatever, in that one. I let me play this one because this one is funny too. Let me show you this one. This is why I say that. Let me talk about, because I've seen people like, oh, we got to give the government. And in the video that I'm going to present to you guys about economics, we're saying government got to get services and everything. I get that. The problem is though, they squander the money. I have no problem. We do to fix the roads. We do to get the buses to help people. I have nothing against that. The problem I have is, where's the $50 million go when that happened? Where's the $10 million go with that? And where the $100 billion go with that one? Where do these things go? Where do they disappear? I'll give you an example. The Bay Bridge in California. It was supposed to be $30 million. It was supposed to be, no, I think it was supposed to be $3 million. It went up to $35 million. I don't know how that worked out. They had to redo the bridge because, get this now, they went to China to ask Chinese to send the materials to build the bridge. A bridge over seawater, okay? Get this. They put in regular bolts, not bolts that are non-corrosive to salt water. They put in regular bolts that are super corrosive. So that to take those out, spend more. That's why the money went crazy big because of that. That's a problem. But let me show you another one. Again, like I said, I'm show and tell. So let me show.
What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. How y'all doing?
I want to get to, because remember, you want representation. You want, like I said, we want black people. I want black people in power. If you're in the power, I don't care what color you are. If you're black, more power to you that you did it the right way. And yeah, my respects. But here's who Joe Biden want to put back in charge of Middle East. After, remember, generals them was basically lying to President Donald Trump about what's going on in the Middle East to keep the troops there, the military industrial complex. They said that what Donald Trump was planning was not going to work. Miraculously enough, though, he got peace treaties. He brought peace to the Middle East in 2 treaties. I think a third one, yeah. Third peace treaties. Obama didn't do it. Bush didn't do it. Clinton didn't do it. Bush again didn't do it. They didn't do it. Biden didn't do it because he ain't going to do it when he go even there. But here, they did, and they were surprised, and they were surprised. I got an article, and I'll read it out one of these days. I'll read it out in a video towards it. But here's the part I want to play, because they're going to put, again, this is General Lloyd Austin, a black man. They're going to put him in charge of the Middle East. He was under Obama and Biden, and we're putting him back in the Middle East. Why would you put someone, it's a black man. You know what? Let's put him back in the Middle East, but let's do something. Let's look at his past venture in the Middle East and see what happened.
Is this the clip?
Against ISIS.
From CNN.
U.S.-trained Syrian rebels are left.
It's a small number, and the ones that are in the fight is we're talking four or five.
As I see it right now, this 4 or 5 U.S. trained fighters, let's not kid ourselves, that's a joke.
It was supposed to be the showcase of the U.S. effort in Syria, a $500 million program to train 3,000 rebels this year alone.
Well, we certainly won't, at the pace we're going, we won't reach the goal that we had initially established for ourselves.
Austin also acknowledging his own intelligence director under investigation for altering intelligence reports. The White House, for the first time, asked if the president still has confidence in his commander.
Of course he does. And I think it's important to note, and I made a reference to this yesterday, General Austin, to his credit, sat before that congressional committee, took the oath, faced the cameras, and delivered some hard news.
And the Pentagon now defending how involved Defense Secretary Ash Carter is in overseeing the war.
He is actively engaged in every aspect of this fight.
But Carter has deferred to Secretary of State John Kerry to lead U.S. discussions with Russia about its military involvement in Syria. Russia now averaging 2 flights daily into Syria,
See?
bringing in troops and weapons. The latest commercial satellite imagery capturing 4 Russian military helicopters on the ground, the first combat aircraft. One U.S. intelligence estimate, up to 500 Russian troops already there. The Russian foreign minister has told Kerry it's all to fight ISIS.
We're not taking that at face value because we look at the type of airplanes or the type of munitions and so forth.
All right, man. Come on.
That's funny. And what you heard at the beginning, we just heard. Let me repeat what happened at the beginning. We gave Austin $500 million to train 3,000 soldiers. We gave Austin $500 million to train 3,000 soldiers. They train 5. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $500 million to train 5 people? Give me that kind of money. That's why I don't like government per se. And that's also why when people say, oh, the taxes could give us services, that's crappy services. $500 million for 5 people? $100 million per person. Jeez. For anybody out there, all the money that we give to the government, we could have health care without no problem if they just let us keep our own dang money. But they don't. But Biden said he's going to be in charge of that guy who failed on Obama. Oh, let's bring it on back in. He's going to take care of Middle East. Wow. Wow. Bringing back the same people who got us into problems in the first place. Great job. Great job. Great job, people. The Black Hearse keeps on going strong. Jeez. But that's what they want. That is what they want. Look, I've said it before again. I'm a libertarian, and I guarantee you, again, right now, too, the Republicans is just, like I said, after what Mitch McConnell did 2 days ago, yeah, which I'm not surprised. I'm the one who called out Mitch McConnell a long time ago with his sequester, when he was the first person to get $1 billion for his state. I'm like, oh, that's the only way to get you to get the thing, you piece of crap. I agree with him on the whole executive orders thing and also the nuclear deal. I give him that. But that's about as far as I could go admit. Everything else, because again, he was doing that against Trump, which was good for that part, because I didn't want that, because if you give that power to Trump, it will go straight to thing. This is the one that always give me. The Democrats would love to give the power to their party when they get in power, and then not think, oh, when a Republican in charge, oh, he's using the power, but you gave the Democrat president, i.e. Obama, and then you, of course, the Trump will have the same powers, you morons. Flip it over. Same thing with the Republicans. You gave Bush the power, and then you remember Obama like, oh, we don't need these security valence on our citizens and all that stuff. And then Obama took it to 1,000, thanks to Edward Snowden to let us know about that. He went against it, and then when he became president, he took it to 1,000 with the NSA. So why do you guys, and then you're surprised, oh, don't give the power, because once you give the power to one party, it's not going to be in power all the time. Now, trust me, if they win these 2 seats in Georgia, the Dems going to try, they're going to change history. You'll see it is. People wake up and see what's going on. But as I said before, it made no difference what color the person is. They could still do you wrong. So that's why I stated that. We need representation. I don't need no damn representation to see what I need to do that. Even when I was a small kid, people were like, oh, don't you want to see a black president to do? For what? I don't need to do that. If I wanted to be a president, I could be a president, which we had one. That didn't stop me from reaching to my goals. I just work hard and get to what I need to get to. That's what it's supposed to be. But again, see how they waste the money. And that's all I'm pointing out. And that's how you award it. So you, instead of putting somebody who's new, fresh, who might keep the trade deals going, whatever with that's going well right now in the Middle East. No, we're gonna put back people who started wars. Great job. Yep. Great job, guys. Great job. But you know what? Like I said, tonight I just wanted to be fast paced, straight up to the spot. So there you go. I am trying. I am gonna work on doing. And like I said, I have the Black Curse is a documentary I'm working on. I am working on that. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe in 2 years from now, whatever. It takes a while to do a lot of stuff, but we'll see how that goes. But I do believe there's a Black Curse. So you see stuff like that when you see that all these kids are getting aborted and everything, and now Hispanics. Not to their problem, because you know what Hispanic women are doing? They're having 2, 3, 4, 5 kids. One of my guys, one of the Anderson UC, he has 3 siblings, 4 kids. His parents had, while we got 1, and no father in sight, all that other stuff. So not a good thing. I didn't want to do that. That's why I don't have no kids, because I'm making sure I'm married before I have any children. But that's on me. That's to you guys. Thank you for joining me tonight again for another chapter of Project Open Mic. Tomorrow, of course, is the side chat. Got a couple of topics to talk about there. Some articles again. Kind of helping again carrying the Black Curse a little bit, but other stuff that just feels just fun. We know the side chat is basically a conversation starter where we talk about stuff and you learn stuff because you're like, hey, I didn't know about that or whatever. But of course, you can catch me at Project Open Mic t3@gmail.com. That's where you want to catch us, and you put have questions, anything in there. I think at the beginning of the year I am going to do an ask anything to me, so we'll see how that works out. I'll put it in the description box down the next show. Of course, we could do it. Catch us, follow us on Twitter and on Instagram, Project Open Mic, of course. On YouTube, if you want to catch past shows, you know what it is. You see the link, you see what it is down there, Project Open Mic on YouTube. That's where you go and you check us out and look at past videos, and you see what's going on with Project Open Mic and side check, and also check out Andre's Corner. And hopefully 2021 we get more people who said they're gonna do stuff. I hope they do stuff. That's the whole point. Don't say it and not do it, guys. I'm serious on that one. But with that said, yes, thank you for giving me your eyes, your ears, and your time to watching another broadcast. Remember out there, guys, evil comes in all shapes, size, color, height, sex, gender, nationality. It makes no difference. Evil's evil. And remember, people are smart. People are stupid. Individuals are smart. Be that smart individual. All right. Hope you guys have a good night and a good weekend. Enjoy it. Catch us back again next week, Thursday, of course, for another Project Open Mic. Friday's Christmas Eve, so I don't know if we're gonna do a side chat or not. We might do one just for fun, for S and giggles. We'll do that, and we'll see. I'll talk to the guys and see what they say. But again, catch us tomorrow again between basically at 9 o'clock. Side chat with the guys. We talk about conversation starters and different topics. And for those who don't cross over again, remember you could come to the channel. Thumbs up, thumbs down, like, leave a comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you know when the next show is. Project Open Mic is on every Thursday. Side chat is every Friday. Straight No Chases, just random videos throw up when you get a chance. And Andre's Open Corner also is random videos, open chance. Hopefully other people join in, like I said before. But with that, I wish y'all a good night. If you ain't gonna catch me tomorrow with side check, I'll catch you next week, Thursday. Same bad time, same bad channel again. Remember, people are stupid, individuals smart. Be the smart individual. Peace out. Have a good night.